What is up, everybody? We're back here at King Film Sports for some more NFL content. Here we got week number 10 game picks and betting locks. As usual, be sure to like and subscribe on the video. And now we get into the recap of a successful and profitable week number 9. So first here, Falcons +6. A lot of people doubted this one in the comments, but the Falcons showed up to play, and the Saints pretty fraudulent without their starting quarterback. They did mount a late comeback, but Falcons end up winning the game outright. Next game, we had the Panthers +4, and this one disappointed. In the second half, Sam Darnold really just threw away the game with multiple interceptions there. They did get McCaffrey back, but the offense needs to play better next week. Next game, we had the Vikings +6 at the Ravens, and this one was a good lock. Vikings had a 14-point lead in the second half, end up choking it away. They forced overtime, but in the end, the Ravens win by 3, but the bet still hits. Then we had the Browns getting a win in Cincinnati. They do big time. They ended up winning by 25 points. Baker and that Browns offense with the bounce-back game. Then we had the Niners. Great value at +130 because the line moved heavily in favor of the Niners, and the Niners were terrible in that game. They give up 31 points to James Conner and Colt McCoy and had some costly fumbles on offense that really gave the Cardinals the game in the first half. And then finally, Sunday Night Football, we had the Titans +8, and they end up winning the game outright as they embarrassed the Rams in LA. So now, on the betting locks, we were +2.2 units in week 9. Very good week. And now that brings us up to 11.7 units up on the season through 9 weeks overall. That is great. As I've said, the goal is to get to 20 units up by the end of the season, and we are certainly trending in that direction. The game pick 7-7, not too great, but this was probably the wildest week in the NFL that we've had so far. Some huge upsets, like the Jags beating the Bills, Broncos beating the Cowboys. So all things considered, I don't think that was very bad. And now we get into the Week 10 action. Reminder that Paul will yet again be on the Sunday Night Football game between the Raiders and the Chiefs. So here, Thursday, November 11th, Ravens at the Dolphins. Two teams going in opposite directions. Both teams coming off a win. Give me the Ravens to win here on Thursday night. I think Lamar Jackson goes off against this Dolphins defense. They realized that they started out very slow against Minnesota. I think on the road here, they bounce back big time and end this one early in the first half. Next game, we get into the Sunday action. Bills at Jets. Bills, what a terrible performance in Jacksonville. Last 2 weeks, really, their offense hasn't come to play, but I think they get the bounce-back victory here. A pick-me-up game here against the Jets. I think the offense goes off here, and they get the bounce-back win. Next game, we have the Bucs at the football team. These two teams both coming off byes here, and I think the preparation helps out the Bucs a little more. So give me Tom Brady and the Buccaneers offense to go off. Football team defense hasn't been great this year, so I think the Bucs defense exploit them, put up 30 to 40 points in that one in a shootout in Washington. Next game, we have the Cowboys hosting the Falcons, and in this one, Cowboys looked very bad last week. Yet again, which seems to be the common theme here in my predictions. I have the bounce back happening. Give me the Cowboys at home to get this win. I think Dak, with another week of practice off of that calf injury, I think he does play better, and I think the Cowboys offense plays good against the relatively weak Falcons defense. So give me the Cowboys to win that one there. Now we get on to the first betting lock, which is the Titans hosting the Saints. And in this one, give me the Titans minus the 2.5 points. Now, I know they don't have King Henry, and they will be playing against a stout Saints defense, but they looked pretty good last week. I think Ryan Tannehill can manage the load by himself. The running game did get going in the second half. Adrian Peterson got himself in the end zone. So I think the Titans offense will be able to produce against the Saints defense. I think they'll put up at least 20. And then for the Saints offense, they really could not get going against a porous Falcons defense until the fourth quarter. So I think this bodes well for the Titans at home here. I think they get yet another victory. Next game, we have an AFC South matchup, Colts hosting the Jags. In this one, I got the Colts big. I think they're a resurgent team right now, trying to get themselves in playoff positioning. They cannot lose this game to Urban Meyer and the Jags, so I think the Colts win that one big at home. Next game, we have the Lions at the Steelers, and I have the Steelers winning this one here. They've just been grinding out these games. I remember a few weeks back, they were 1-3, looking at a disappointing season. And just as always with Mike Tomlin, this team is back on the winning side of things, 5-3. So I just think they win this game, probably close. Lions, you never know what you're getting. Off of a bye, I don't know if that's going to help them or not. In Pittsburgh, I think the Steelers do just enough to get it done. Next game, Browns at Patriots. This is a second betting lock. Give me the Browns again to get the win as an underdog, getting some value here at plus 110. I think Baker Mayfield will play well in this game. He won't be as bad as Sam Darnold with the costly interceptions, and I think Nick Chubb and Dearness Johnson on the ground for this Cleveland Browns team, they will be able to churn out yards against the New England defense. And then the Browns defense played great against Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow is a way better quarterback at this point than Mac Jones. So Mac Jones, I'm not sure what you're going to get against this Cleveland defense. I think this could be a bad start from him. So give me the Browns to win in New England. Next game, we have the Vikings at the Chargers. Two very similar teams in close games. Vikings tend to lose those games. Chargers are winning at the moment. And give me the Chargers to win this one at home. I think Herbert's just a better quarterback than Kirk Cousins. I think he'll be able to get it done against the Vikings defense that's been disappointing as of late. So I think Herbert and the Chargers offense get it going. It's going to be a close game, but I think LA wins at home. Next game, we have our final betting lock of the week, and a lot of people are not going to like this pick, but give me the Panthers plus the 11 points. I'm getting a lot of value here for a Panthers team that now has Christian McCaffrey, and I know Sam Darnold's been getting a lot of heat this last week, and really these last few weeks. He hasn't been playing well in the month of October and now November, so he has to step up his play. Now that he has McCaffrey back, I think that lightens up the load. So I think he will be able to play relatively well against the Cardinals defense. And then as for the Cardinals offense, I know it looked good against the Niners last week, but the Panthers defense is better than the Niners. I do not know if the Cardinals will have Kyler Murray in this one. I assume that they will with another week of rest. But if they don't, that works even better for us. So I think Cardinals probably end up winning this game, but Panthers will bounce back and will have a good showing, keep this one close in Arizona. Next game, we have the Eagles at the Broncos, and I want to pick the Eagles in this one, but Denver just looked too good last week. In altitude this week, I think the home field advantage does it for them. I think they'll be able to clamp up Jalen Hurts in this Eagles offense, and then Teddy B and Javonte Williams against that Cowboys D, they look very good. Eagles D is nothing special, so I think they will be able to grind out a victory in Denver. Next game is a bit of an unknown, Seahawks at the Packers. Will these two teams have their starting quarterbacks? I don't know in either case. Apparently Russell Wilson is good to go, but I'm not really sure if he's making a start in Green Bay. And then obviously the uncertainty with Aaron Rodgers. He could be back off of the COVID-19 protocol, but we're not sure. For now, give me the Packers in this game. Game's in Lambeau. Their defense played great in Kansas City. That was the silver lining of that contest there. So I think overall they're the better team than the Seahawks. Better roster, have been playing better. So give me the Packers to win that one, although there are a lot of unknowns. Next game, we have the Chiefs at the Raiders, and as I mentioned, we have Paul giving his pick of the week.
All right, boys, we're back with my pick of the week, and it's not looking good so far. We're 3-3, just got my third loss in a row. Ryan's got me doing another tough game. We got the Raiders and the Chiefs, and man, this is tough. We got the good Raiders and the bad Raiders. We got the good Chiefs and the bad Chiefs. I don't know which ones are going to play, because we've seen very bad versions of each team and very good versions of each team. So with that being said, I'm going to pick against the Chiefs again. I'm going to go Raiders by 3. I'm going to say this just because I think people are starting to figure out Tyreek Hill, which is the key to figuring out Mahomes. So that's my pick of the week. I'm not very confident in it because both teams are very good and very bad.
And with that, we now get on to the Monday night finale. The Rams at the Niners. And two teams with very disappointing losses need to bounce back at this point in the season. In the NFC West, tough division. In this one, you have to pick the Rams. Even though they're on the road, the Niners haven't won a home game. I think they've lost their last 9 home games overall, so not going well there. I think Jimmy G actually did play pretty well last week. As I said, some costly fumbles did them in, and their defense just is not looking very good. I think Matthew Stafford will have a bounce-back game against them, and then I think the Rams' defense will be able to do a good number against this Niners offense. So I think the Rams get the victory in San Francisco in that one. So with that, let me know in the comments down below if you agree with my picks, with my betting locks. Please be sure to like and subscribe as always, and I will see you all in the next one.